I don't feel at all. Okay, so let's see what we will do today. You can hear my mouse click. That's insane. That's insane. Okay. Um, let's roll the dice. Let's roll the dice and see what we get. Two. Oh, no. Okay. Guess we're writing fan fiction. Um, fuck. Okay, notepad. Um, okay, okay. I don't feel. So let's actually give a proper read to what I've written so far so I can immerse myself in the. Oh man. Um, Maybe I should allow myself to get one reroll. But no, no, at least. No, no, no. The clacking of wheels combats the silence as the handles of a train shift in slight random movements, catching the highlights of overhead lamps. Beside the window, the absence of anything permeates, except for the distant presence of stars and the reflection of Majime, who stares out with a turned head. Her face remains smitten with fascination while her gaze wanders from one star to another, darting back and forth. Her expression strengthens further upon hearing the yawn of another person. A light gasp escapes her. Ah! Her neck twists forward, then tilts downwards. She begins to yawn to herself. Shimeji-chan! Shijima's eyes open gently to the sight of Majime covering her mouth with her hands as she exclaims softly, "You're awake!" Shijima blinks. Her hands, sorry, her hands lift in front of her gaze. She stares at her fingers, then between their gaps. Her body remains sprawled across the bench, a pair of staffs idling beside their feet, and her head resting against the lap. I didn't like that sentence, actually. The glass panes beside the two of them rattle with a mild intensity for a moment, as a floating mushroom lifts to the movement of her head. She sits up, facing Majime, and smiles slightly. A voice rises. "Good morning, Majime-chan." Majime reaches for her, dude, for her glasses, pushing them forward toward her face, then lowers her head to the height of Shijima's. The tips of the fingers touch one another. She whispers, "So." A pause coincides with her adjusting how she sits to turn her body towards the window. "Where exactly are we headed?" The distance between their palms closes, their fingers intertwine. Shijima begins to speak. Well, only she jolts in place as Yoshika scurries between her legs rapidly. A burst of movement, the pencil case jumps from the floor to the bench, then leaps to the height of Machime's neck, falling onto its yoke. Both of their mouths hangs open, with the brief appearance of a jagged, sedimentary rock hovering between their heads. Shijime clears her throat, staring at Yoshika. Her eyes shifts downwards to, and meet. The typos. I could fix that. I could fix that. To meet Machiman's own case. Yeah, I'm gonna. Ah! You know what? I can't bother. I can't be bothered. And I say that, it's the inclination that. Okay. Both of their heads, mouse, where was that? She starts to speak again. The train takes us to other planets. We get to meet the others that way. Majime perks with delight. Yay! A singular clap echoes throughout the interior. Maybe we'll get to see my parents. The white dots of Yoshika's eyes stare towards the empty space beside them. She continues staring at the sight as well. I'd love to talk to your sister, too. Chijima tilts her head for a moment, stricken with visible confusion. Her mouth opens slightly, then closes as its corners twist in a slight smile. I don't like, I don't like it that much. And that's okay, because, I don't feel, I don't feel, I don't feel, I don't feel at all. Um, sorry. I, I really, oh, sorry, what was I? Her mouth opens to speak, only for Majime to elaborate further. Oh, and I've really missed going to school. So do you think we'll get to see the other students and teachers? She straightens her posture, turning to the window and lifting her knees up onto the bench. Shimeji-chan, have you already seen some of them? Majime's enthusiasm shows through her squinting eyes and widened smile. Shijima glances from the floor to the other girl and begins to share the expression. She answers. It's kind of hard to remember everyone, but yeah, I saw the school principal. Ah, that's so cool, Majima replies, still staring out the window. The glass squid momentarily swims next to Yoshika, but the sucker pulls away from its arms. The train begins to curve sideways. They lean with the motion. Majima points to a particular source of light in the distance, gradually growing in size. Look! Okay, I've got to fix it. I've got to fix the typing. Sorry. No, it's fine. Um, Majime points to a particular source of light in the distance, gradually growing in size. Look! Shijime peeks past her figure, only for the planet to disappear behind the front of the vehicle. Majime tries to press her face against the window, causing her glasses to bend. She leans back, taking them off, and presses her face against the windows for a second time. A sigh of audible disappointment follows, leaving moisture against the glass. Shijime remarks, "You can probably see better from the cab." "I didn't think of that." Majime turns to her side with a determined glare, putting her glasses back on. Yoshika jumps down from the bench. Its head follows her movements as she squats down on the floor and grabs one of the staffs before running into the interior of the cart. Shijima stands up, reaches for the remaining staff, then walks in Majime's direction. But steps fill the near silence. The length of her dress sways to her gait. Yoshika continues to stare at Majime, who approaches the door at the end of the room. The limbs of the fish-shaped object jump from one side of the train to the other. Then again, it leaps onto Shijima's shoulders. The door opens to the pull of Majime's arm. A series of levers, buttons, and dials rest beneath the sight of an astronomically large green sphere, with its texture of light gaining further detail as the train approaches. She excitedly flaps her arms back and forth, calling out to Majime-chan. Calling out, "Shimeji-chan!" Shijime quickens her pace, stopping beneath the frame of the door. The size of the planet begins to encompass the entire plain beneath the horizon line, with patches of land appearing between the gaps of forest. She greets the conductor with a wave. Majime turns to face her. Then asks, "What are you waving at?" The curvature of the planet flattens with the passing of time. Shijime moves her hand. "That's the conductor." Majime points to a rock resting against the corner of the room. Her feet spread apart at the width of her shoulders. "Can they hear us?" The scratching of branches against metal nearly outweighs the volume of the conductor's reply. "Yes, I can." Yoshika crawls beneath Shijime's neck as to hold her other shoulder as Majime raises her index, middle, and ring finger in front of her. "How many fingers am I holding up?" "3." A gasp coincides with the deceleration of the train. The screeches of pressurized gas takes on a high pitch as the two of them bubble in place. The train comes to a halt. The conductor's voice echoes with a monotone, practiced quality. "When the bell rings, we'll start moving in." Majime nods, then turns around and begins to walk to one of the exits. Shijime bows, "Thank you," and follows behind her. A pair of pale feet leap from from floor. The typos. Yeah, no, I'm fixing the typos. God damn it. Sorry. The floor of the train. To the ground of the planet, followed by another pair, slowly descending one at a time. The trees sway to the wind. Between them, electrical wires bridge the distance between wooden pillars. Connected. Oh, wait. Connected by hooks of metal. The sky, lacking any clouds, offers an uninterrupted gradient of dark, saturated blues. "Hello, Azrael." Majime turns around and holds her free hand outwards, saying, "Who do you think we'll see?" Shijime reaches her own, reciprocating the gesture. "You missed me, I missed you too. Thank you for returning." I don't know. She pauses and looks up past the group of trees surrounding the groups of leaves surrounding them. "I just hope," her voice trails off. A gust of wind causes her hair to sway to lift with the current. Its black strands partially obscuring Yoshika. Majime asks, "What were you going to say?" "Dude, all these typos." Unbelievable. Unbelievable that I would love myself. Shijima grasp loosens slightly. She closes her eyes. Never mind, then opens them. It's nothing. The two of them begin to walk further into the forest as their figures catch the ambient light of stars overhead. Okay. So that's the first chapter. Oh yeah. I miss streaming too, because I haven't been streaming as much. I used to do it daily, and now I only do it maybe 3 times a week. Um, yeah, it's cool. A crush? Oh my god. Well, I hope the relationship goes in whichever direction you want it to, including rejection or not. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you feel about it, so. Um, ow. I don't feel at all. Okay, my innocent child. Who's the innocent child? Am I the innocent child? Or is the other friend the innocent child? I'm so sorry for not being able to parse context. I'm just, okay. A light bulb motionlessly hangs. Oh, your friend. Oh. That's funny. Beneath it, a pillow rested in place, with the fabric of its case partially skewered by the black hair of Shijima. Her head rests against its surface beside a myriad of books scattered throughout the interior. The bookcase beside her remains empty, with its contents spilled messily along the floor of the interior. A trio knocks against the closet door causes Shijima to wake up. Her arms reach out above her head in a stretching of her limbs, and her eyes open one at a time, as another trio of knocks fills the near silence, outweighing the hum of electricity. She rises from the futon, sitting up, as an older feminine voice grows in volume. Shijima! Her gaze wanders along the disheveled state of her room, settling on the handle upon a third set of knocks. Are you there? Shijima reaches for the indentation in the door, wrapping her fingers around its edge. The wire of her head loosens, causing the light bulb to fall and delicately land against the pillow. She pauses, her hand retracts from the handle and reaches for the light bulb. Her fingers trail the glass surface, then lift it to the height of her head. Her reflection warps to its rounded form, with a floating mushroom distorting near its edge. Another set of Another set of progress is peak Jatwa. What progress? Like in my writing or something else? I don't feel. Sorry, what was I doing? As in, where was I? Oh, yes, another set of Nox echoes. Poggers, yes, you're writing. Thank you. Jujima places the light bulb on the pillow, then opens the door to the sight of her sister's gesture. Sorry, I must have woken you. Tsukishima looks to her side, closing her eyes for a moment. I made dinner. Do you want some? Tsujima leans forward, looking past the white lab coat to the sight of 2 plates of multicolored sashimi neatly placed along the interior's table. Her expression remains neutral as they make eye contact. Yeah, I do. So, why do I speak incorrectly without meaning to? The two of them sit across from one another, kneeling against the floor next to various parts of machinery scattered beside them. A pair of chopsticks lift to the height of Shijima's mouth, holding. Oh yes, there's my mouse. Shijima's mouth, holding a slice of orange raw fish. Their teeth part, only for her hand to pause in place as Tsukishima remarks, "Careful, it's spicy." Shijima nods and bites into her food. As she chews, her face sours, taking on a pained expression. Her sister smiles slightly. I tried to warn you. Tsukishima reaches for a container resting along the middle of the table and pours its contents of soy sauce onto a small dish. She grabs a pair of chopsticks, sliding their wooden ends against one another, then pinches the same orange piece of fish off her own plate, dipping it into the soy sauce. A drop of dark brown liquid falls onto her tongue before the entire slice of flesh enters her mouth. Both of them continue to eat in silence. The electric buzz of various devices continues ringing in the air. Tsukishima places her chopstick against the table. She clears her throat before announcing with a smile, "I'm going back to university." A glass of water accumulates moisture along its exterior as Shijima straightens her posture, with the folds of her dress shifting to her movements. She looks up from the plate. "Oh!" She shares the expression, smiling as well. "I'm happy for you." Shijima looks back at... Dude, I didn't even say anything incorrectly that time. Shijima looks back down for a moment, grabbing the sides of another slice of fish with each chopstick. She looks back up. Her grip loosens, dropped to the table as her voice rises with concern. "Sis?" At the other end of the table, the absence of anyone persists. She stands up, calling out again. "Sis?" The motion of the chopsticks persists. Wait, did I just do the first... no, vocab diversity! My vocab diversity! Ah! I need to edit that right now. Hang on. The motion of presents and so on. Shijima lifts up from the mattress of the bed. She inhales with a closed fist held tightly to her torso. Exhaling, moments after, she turns to her side, facing a series of trees, then turns to her other side, where Majima sleeps against the other end of the bed as her glasses rest beside her. She sighs, then lays back down. Her gaze wanders the sky above, with stars poking through the gaps of branches and cumulus clouds. She shifts underneath the blanket, facing away from Majima. Her hands shuffle from beneath its fabric, with the tips of her fingers appearing in front of her face. She stares at them, with her irises starting in slight, rapid movements from one hand to the other, and again. A glow in the distance casts amber highlights along the foliage of... I don't like this part. The concept that is vocab diversity. I think it's a valid concept because like if you repeat your verbiage too much, it becomes repetitive and like it's like you know. Sorry, I just left my door open. It's like if I use a name too much in a sentence like multiple times, it's like bloated. And so in the same way, if you use the same word, which is persist in this example, twice in a row, like you can, it's not that you can't use it multiple times, it's just like in a row. It's like, it's a recurring, the concept that is repetition. Well, repetition doesn't exist. Repetition is the weakest form of emphasis. Repetition is the weakest form of emphasis. There, I said it. Twice. To emphasize even greater how little it emphasizes anything. The concept, Myra, the concept. I don't feel. A masculine voice calls out, echoing. Hello? Shijima climbs up. Bro, this cap. Oh my god. Now, say the word twice in a sentence. I don't think I will. It was already hard enough to repeat that sentence back. Shijima climbs off the bed, her feet land. I don't know if you can hear that, but the cat is like scratching. I'm going to. Okay, sorry. The cat has been dealt with. Let's put it that way. A pair of sandals slide onto their openings. A pair of staffs rest against the frame of the bed as a... No! Pair of sandals, pair of staffs. Oh my god. No, 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 no. I can't accept it. A lantern hangs from the stick. Behind him, as he repeats with greater intensity. Hello. Makima wakes up, yawning, and stretches her arms out from beneath the blanket wrapped around Shizumi's body. Oh, so wrapped around her body. What happened to the cat? I dealt with it. I dealt with it. What do you mean what happened? I dealt with it. That's what happened. I don't feel. I don't feel. I mean, you can't hear it anymore, right? There's no more sound. So I dealt with it. It's done. Bring the cat horde. I think you meant some horde. Maybe you meant here. And that's just an autocorrect typo. But the cat is fine. Sorry, where was I? Wrapped around her body, she picks up her glasses, places them along the bridge of her nose. Upon looking at Suzumi's figure, the whole wore off by taking over the surface. Wow. The cat horde. That's such an interesting concept. I've never even considered it before. Sight of another person walking towards the two of them. Her voice rises with delight. Ah, who are you? The man raises his hand to wave. His fingers curl hesitantly as he reaches for the lantern, unholstering it from the stick. He grips it handle, holding its handle tightly, holding it towards the front of his body, his mouth catching the light of its flame. His blue moves. I don't. Takahashi-sensei! Majima exclaims, interrupting him. She reaches for the blanket, pulling at its fabric as she climbs out of bed before standing next to Shijima with an enthusiastic smile. It's so nice to see you! His arm lowers to a steady rest. The lantern casts its light from below his waist. His tone takes on a solemn quality. I haven't heard that name in... His voice trails off. The concept. That is the cat word. So many concepts. A bump from beneath the blanket appears, then moves. Shijima turns around and lifts its corner, revealing Yoshika. Majima continues to speak. So what you been up to? Yoshika tilts its head up, staring blankly at Shijima. She holds out her hand toward the bed, and the pencil case climbs past her forearm, settling on her shoulder. Takahashi remains silent, lowering the lantern to the ground. His hand rises to the height of his chin, with the thumb and index finger squeezing its form tightly. The sky takes on a violet hue, with the unapologetic brightness of stars contrasting its dark value. His voice echoes a command. Come with me. Majima nods, grabbing one of the staffs resting against the frame of the bed, and with a wave of her arm, it shrinks into itself, reconstructing into a plant extending from the dirt. The other staff begins to fall out and lands beside Shijima, who squats to pick it up. Takahashi takes a step back, then turns away from the two of them. His free hand reaches for the handle of his lantern. He begins to walk in the direction he had come from, as the two of them follow behind. Okay, now we can get started. On writing. What the dice told us. The dice, my blessed dice. My holy dice. I don't feel at all. The warmth of his breath casts a a pair of rectangles of black and blue. Powers. Electrical. what are they called? I'm not feeling up to this. Was it a form of avoidance to like read the, no? Looks back. You got this. Thank you. I don't got this. I don't got this. Trust in the concept. Okay, trust in the dice. I do got this. I'm magical. I'm so magical. I'm filled with magic. Takahashi looks back. Skates. I don't want to do this. I don't feel, I don't feel, I don't feel, I don't feel, I don't feel at all. His gaze settles on the floating egg above her head. Then the supply takes on and drawn. As if. No, as if. Yes. The this little I'm going to explode. Played Overwatch. Started live streaming. What else did I do? Read my own fan fiction. I felt um I felt somewhat sad at my inability to write, to but I barely the existence in the game started once I rolled dice. Despite some you Dr. Kennedy's here. What's that song called? Igaku? Dr. Kittle is here, loves my medicine. All your worries, my dear, are over. Get meta. The people rave all drunk on the sound. I love this song. Please check out Trickle. Trickle is so cool. Oh my goodness. The simulation. She made a simulation.
I tend to be forgetful at times like this with these songs.
The concept that is the simulation. Wowgers. Wogers. Wowzers. Always. A dream inside, a dream inside, a dream is meaningless. Without you must have dreamed it.
If Whitman's time is right, I should appear. Step back, enjoy my life, this eyeless sky. I'm content with my place in the universe this time. Swallowed and comforted by the night. Wallow in this garbage pile where I belong, and yet I am fine with part-time role in the spectacle of fools. Blinded by worthless, this world dissolves in everlasting solitude.
I already wrote that sentence. Can you believe that? So I went to check in chapter 2, like, did I mention wires? And I'm like, no, I did not. So I wrote, did I write? Oh, it's not going to show. Okay. Oh. I wrote electrical wires versus the distance between wood pillars. And then I wrote it again for a second time here. And that's just ridiculous. That just shows my lack of vocab diversity. Yes, everything, it all connects to the concept of vocab diversity. There's no exception. Alone. Exceptions are skin made by the government. Truth nuke. When you. I love this song. Coming out of the closet. It's just like the closet, so cold, alone. Okay, I think I want to do something else. But I barely wrote. I barely wrote. I barely wrote. I can't believe I just said that after I barely wrote. I wrote this much. That's not writing fan fiction. That's reading fan fiction. Um, I get so non-immersed into my process, and it makes me sad. Everything I've ever wanted was to be found, so I looked for you. And fantasies in lies, so I looked for you, so I looked for you. The lantern. Excuse me. Oh, that song. What song do I want to play next? I Can't Handle Change, maybe. Or maybe just the original Starless Brook. I think I re-rolled the dice because it's been 40. I can't believe it's been 45 minutes and I haven't actually made much. Okay, we have to concentrate. We have to lock it. Lock the fish in. Lock the fish in. Sorry. Returns forward. I don't feel anything.
Comprised of nothing but myself.
I don't feel at all.
I am but picture on the wall, untactile and devoid of impressions, broken shell hidden in the sand. And I wish thus I can be heard. I don't speak thus I can be heard. I am a ghost mirror of this world, and I just watch it. I just watch it.
He turns forward.
Just watch it.
I was gonna say an audible sense of pride, but how do I show someone with with
I barely feel the weight of air above, even when it hurts me, even when it hurts. Is a
I don't know what I'm trying to say. At least I locked in a little bit. Making another sentence out of three. Wow, three whole sentences. Wow, three whole sentences. Wow, three whole sentences. Staying in isolation. I should charge my phone. A Discord notification. My God. Greater confidence in his voice as the three of them approach the edges of the cabin.
World comprised of everything but me. I don't know anything. I don't wish anything. I don't feel, I don't feel, I don't feel, I don't feel, I don't feel at all. I am but picture on the wall, tactile and devoid of connections, broken shell hidden in the sand. And I don't feel, I don't feel, I don't feel, I don't feel anything. I don't feel, I don't feel, I don't feel anything at all.
Mushrooms grow on my head. I love this song. Oh, I love this song so much. I love this song. I want to play. What is it called? Not Dreamscapes. It's the Where We Belong. Yes, or I can play Dreamscapes.
What I've learned through your instruction reasserts again that big and small are only the two sides to the one coin, and that the elephant, for all his mighty strength, no different, basically, to the tiny flea. So still I seek the force, the reason governing life's flow, and not just its external show.
Did the cat just meow? Nothing is what it seems, and then I don't know the lyrics.
I feel it forced to break the world in half, and I may be too arrogant, and I may be too full of myself, but still I search for my
Meow.
sight, waking up to life.
I thought I handled the cat. I thought I handled the cat. Handled. But I suppose I did not. Okay, how about we... Dice. Should I roll the dice or should I continue right in? You want to... Fine. Oh my god. Why did the music pause? Okay, he wants to be let go. Now he's trapped in my room with me. Oh my god, what do I do? Oh yeah, you have like, what is it, 100 and something, 39 allergies or something. This cat wants to escape. Yes, you may. I will not succumb, I will not succumb, I will not give in. Yeah, okay, bye. Meow. Ah. I should I don't know. I feel a bit unhappy with the students.
Some things can't be known, they are beyond your reach even when shown. Why should that be so?
Dreamscapes lost in
Dreams exist
trance.
for transformation. This
That
time
is also someone's dream.
or perhaps a calculation that I'm gonna push to the extreme. So try to stop me if you can do it, and rearrange some odd ones out to make me stop. This time for a long time need that reviewing. I know your powers and the place where mine begin. There's no point in rejecting the change I bring. This time will finally look the way I always seen it. No mere gardener will stop me. I am way too far gone for excuses.
No mere gardener will stop me.
Where a person can be what he chooses. No mere gardener will stop me. We'll break free from the grip of the system warped of no crushing limits, which transforms by the force of our will. Where a person can be what he chooses. I critique your reasoning always inside out. How far am I reaching till I get all hooked up sky? The things in themselves, they're swirling in my hands. My mind breaks all limits. I fight for my freedom.
God is the personification of his faith. Then shall man through rebellion attain freedom.
No mere gardener will stop me. I know.
Too far gone for excuses, warped of no future suffering. Where a person can be what he chooses. No mere gardener will stop me. We'll break free from the grip of the system warped of no crushing limits, which transforms by the force of our will. It's too late to take the words back.
I'm not in the wrong.
It's too late to step on the brakes.
I'm not in the wrong.
No man that's gonna stop me. I'm too tired of loss and fuzzy wings, forced to forge new beginnings. For a way we process our existence in mankind's once aggressors. We were born to take matter in our hands. Doesn't that feel amazingly actually
They lie outside the boundaries that words can address, and man can only grasp those thoughts which language can express. What? Do you mean that words are greater yet than man?
Um.
As I was lost in the loudness of the universal silence, the thought never left my head. Even if I gave up and closed my eyes, I still wouldn't snap into place. A puzzle piece from a different picture to collect and hang on the wall to remind you that you was born special. That you was born special, but fuck that. We didn't ask to be born into this
I don't know what to do.
Yes, mistress. In that case, man is only heir as well.
I think I did all of this. So I think I will no, 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 not in stream. Sorry, that was a misspeak. Spoke moment. I think I will roll the dice again. So yeah. 4. Draw landscape. I don't know. I don't know what to do anything.
I've been somebody, but I can't quite remember who. I tend to be forgetful at times like this with these sort of things. But does it even matter? Does it even matter if my memory didn't bother leaving a note? I can't recall the name, I can't recall the context. Although my heart feels somewhat sober, but does it even matter? Does it even matter? Is there anything special about having a name? I wonder if my existence depends on people around, or am I someone's doll again?
La 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 la. Sorry, I've got to like fish in the sea. I swim, I swim, I swim, following you. Sorry, I'm just trying to find a landscape to draw. There we go. That's good. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll see chat. Just a moment. I don't feel.
anything. World comprised of nothing but myself. I don't feel, I don't feel, I don't hear, I don't see, I don't love, I don't mourn.
Because there's no one to mourn but me.
Stars lost in the fever dream, living in an abandoned house, closet light, getting out of it. In my sleep I dream about once more. Getting out of it. I don't feel, I don't feel, I don't feel, I don't feel out of it. Getting out of sleep once more. I don't feel, I don't feel, I don't feel, I don't feel out of it. Getting out of it. Getting out of it. I just getting out of sleep and watch the world dash out
Dun, 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 dun. Hello. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Sorry, so the chat situation is a bit. Every time I have to draw a landscape, it's always a bit. Oh. I have to look over here, which is unusual. But hi, Moxie. Or, sorry, did I say Moxie? I meant to say Maki. I think I just misread it. Yeah, you mentioned your dad. You last time on the stream. I remember. It's very cool. What is that? Oh, that's not on the. That was on my screen, not on the actual display of the.
What defines me as something other than
Oh, okay. That's cool. Like presents for Christmas or something?
beating in my chest? Knock, 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 and this sound gets louder every touch I make with someone else. Like spores, it spreads.
Oh, in general. Okay. That's so cool. Yeah.
Lost myself when I lost you on a train to nowhere. I can feel the distance separating us from stars. Or is it just me? I wonder again. All my love feels misplaced instead fantasies I created. I want someone to hold my hand, but after years of waiting, is this an ending nightmare? Nothing came. Knock, 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 knock.
50 euros. I don't know how much that is, to be honest, but I assume it's a somewhat similar conversion to USD, so that's pretty cool. Thank you for sharing.
Before, but I can't quite recall the name you had. But I feel something so familiar in that voice, like it's my own. 'Cause I've been everyone, and everyone been me. I see it now, but still it's puzzling how I don't get a thing about the world. Like maybe it's under my nose. Maybe it's
I don't know if I like this so much. Everyone feels the same, everyone is lonely, everyone. Oh, really? Is it that soon? Oh, yeah. I didn't realize. And I really celebrated, so it's not on my mind. It's awesome.
I feel everything pass by, slipping out of my hands. Tired of crying, tired of running away. But I'm not opting for an easy way. I have to find someone who gave me a name. This time I'm not alright with this. I am not created just to be shunned away. I am not created just to hunger for death. I am not created just to turn into sun. This world and me, we are the same, are we?
I tried to like do different variants of texture for the grass, but it's not really. I never knew how to render grass, and it kind of sucks. That's the case. But school winter break. What do you mean? Like you have school during winter break, or like? Sorry. Como peces en la mar, nadamos, 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 nadamos. we go. That's a little better, I suppose. I don't feel anything. This is turning out okay. Yes. Okay, I think I'm done. That was fun. Didn't really talk much though. I don't feel, I don't feel, I don't feel, I don't feel, I don't feel at all. Okay. Um, I will keep streaming though. I just wanna maybe take a break. Um, I think I want to keep streaming. IDK. Let me deck blue. Sorry, this might take a minute. I don't feel at all. That was my time lapse. Okay. What do I want to do now? Let's open up the and roll the dice. Um, and take photographs. Or I mean, I can edit photographs. Oh wait, this the wrong dice? Yes, it was. Um, yeah, it was. Um, the spirit of the dice would tell me though that I should obey what the spirit tells me. So the spirit told me that I should take photographs. So therefore, um, I think I should I don't know. I feel like I should reroll. 7. Learn Blender. Okay. That is something that is acceptable. That is acceptable. So let's put this back. Let's launch. Shit. I'll explore. Alright. Modeling. Okay. Oh, I wanna see. Oh, I wanna know every color on this rotating globe. Then I'll get to see the color red. Then I'll go back to being nothing again. Oh, I wanna see. Oh, I wanna know. Da, 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 da. What is that song? It's the um FF. Well, I wish I knew what the title was. Oh, I moved my camera. I was born an empty slate, invisible, devoid of shape. I felt myself in color. Wonder. Okay. Where is the reference to out there? Feel like we can delete this. Okay. I forgot how to do this. Okay, let's look at tutorials. Blender. Where are you? Why does it never display? That's so lame. Oh my goodness.
Connected only here, and that's pretty similar to how L uses to select things. Now when we do G to move it, and you see that there is a hollow point here in the center, and that means that it'll only affect the vertices that are linked together, so that are not connected.
Where are you when I need you? How about IK constraints? What column? Yes, there you are.
Individually from its joint or from the top of the chain.
The list.
This video is kindly sponsored by Parblo. More on that later. If you're an aspiring 3D artist who's scrambling the internet in search of tutorials on the simple design, the pen has a very nice feel to it. There's full tilt support as well, so no matter how you tilt the pen, the strokes is still gonna be registered. And I gotta say,
What was the tutorial? Wait, it wasn't this one?
Very stable. Hello there, and welcome to another tutorial about making a 3D stylized character in Blender.
Oh,
Yes,
it's okay.
Hello and welcome to my first tutorial on how to make a low poly 3D character in Blender. Woohoo, this day finally came. If you've been following me for a while, you've probably seen allows for sharper edges on your render, so if you're after that natural look on your character, it's super useful. This also really helps if you're after that pixelated filter on the render itself. For a more in-depth look on how to do this, please watch this wonderful short tutorial. Right, now let's get to modeling this character. I start by dragging in my turnarounds. You can do this by simply dragging your pictures from a folder into Blender. Now reset location and rotation of both. If you're using multiple turnarounds, do try and line them up as best as you can. Here I'm making sure the main features like the horns are aligned. I like to move them aside so that they don't interfere or clip through the model.
I should
So you're creating this kind of box over here. Modeling in orthographic view is the standard. You access it by pressing 1 on your numpad for the front view and 3 for the side view. This way the features of the model will be unaffected by perspective. All modeling is going to be done with simple 3D shapes like cubes and cylinders and etc. I always start with the head using a cube and applying a subdivision modifier.
okay. Cube. Cube. Oh my god. A beautiful adventure for everyone. Oh my god. Blender, 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 blender. Oh, I should fill out the spreadsheet. Continued. Action. Oh, action. Okay,
Fire to it. Line up your previously cube, now kind of a sphere. Apply a subdivision modifier and delete half
forgot
of
how
the
to.
object in edit mode by selecting half of the vertices and dissolving them. We're doing this so we can apply a mirror modifier instead. Enable clipping This is super important for your mirrored halves not to go into each other and instead clip at the middle. You're going to want to do this for any object on your model that is symmetrical, for example torso, legs, etc., at least in the basic stages of modeling. Make use of proportional editing. Instead of moving just one vertex, you'll be able to move everything around it as well, or kind of mold the mesh. Make the radius bigger or smaller by just scrolling your mouse wheel. Here I'm just starting with modeling the head. I use loop cuts to pronounce some shapes on the body better, like
Welcome to my character modeling in Blender series. In this series, we're gonna make my character you see right here, Love-chan, completely from scratch using low poly modeling and texture. If you're serious about learning how to make your own characters in 3D using Blender, check out the Gumroad version of this course, which is linked right below. It includes the final, fully textured and rigged Love-chan model that we're going to create in this series, downloadable versions of all the videos in this series as they're released, a low poly turnaround drawing that you could sketch your own character. Made these front and side views, all we need to do is kind of model and line up our cube to match the foot in our front view and side view, right? So to do that, I'm going to select, make sure I'm in edit mode first of all, not object mode. We want to do all of our editing of this in edit mode. So I'm going to scale this down by pressing S, scale that on down. Then I'm going to go to the front orthographic view by pressing 1 on my numpad. I could also do that right here if I want to. Now I actually want to see my reference behind my cube or in front of my cube. I want my cube to be transparent. That's the word I'm trying to say. And to do that, you can just click right here to do this toggle X-ray button.
I'm gonna use method. Okay, I'm back.
Shortcut for that is Alt-Z, by the way. So I'm going to click on that right now. Now we're just going to try to line this up with the right side of her. We only need to model the right side of her for now. We don't need to worry about the left because we're just going to mirror all of these and save ourselves a ton of work later on. So I'm going to make sure I'm in vertex select by going up here to vertex selection. Then I'm going to box select these vertices and then press G plus X so that it lines up perfectly here. I'm gonna drag select box select these vertices, press G plus X, and kind of just line this up. Box select these top two, press G plus Z, like so. Then I'm gonna go to the side view by clicking up right here, which I could also do numpad 3. Now I'm gonna do something a little weird. I'm gonna box select these vertices, press G plus Y, move these over. like so. So it's actually fallen off the side a little bit there. And I'll box select these vertices and press G plus Y and move them to the front here. Actually, I'll just select one by one. I'll select these vertices right here, press G plus Y. Then I'll select these vertices right here. And if you're serious about learning how to make your own characters in 3D, mesh cube. So Shift plus A, edit to front is perfectly symmetrical, which will make our lives a lot easier when we're texturing, UVing, etc. So to add a loop cut here, I'm going to go to the loop cut tool in edit mode. Then I'm going to click right here to place a loop cut right in the dead center. Then I'm going to go back to my select box by pressing W, and I'm going to go to face select by pressing 3 on my keyboard. So you can actually switch between selection modes in edit mode by pressing 1, 2, and 3. 1 is vertex select, 2 is edge select, and 3 is face select. And we want to be on 3, which is face select. So now I'm going to box drag like this and delete half of our cube. And again, making sure we're in X-ray mode so we actually delete the whole thing. Press delete on my keyboard and then go to faces. And I'm going to turn on screencast keys. They are not on. There we go. So now that half of our cube, so because you're going to want to turn this off. This is a really great, useful feature for Blender, but sometimes it can get turned on accidentally like I did here because the shortcut for that is O. So just click right here to turn that off because we only want to be moving one face at a time. So now you can see that we're only moving one face at a time, but with proportional editing on, we're moving like the whole thing, which we don't want.
I don't know how to do this. I've forgotten. Okay, I feel like I should just use the model I already have. And like roll. I did! I rolled the dice like 3 times today, and I succeeded. Like I wrote some fan fiction. I made a landscape, and now I'm working in Blender. I rolled the dice. I rolled it. I feel like I should just stick to the original model that I made. Where was it? Hello, Hem Palace. Welcome to the stream. Where's this one? Yes. I don't like this one. Oh my god, I don't like it. And it's still lagging. Or not anymore. Goddamn. Why is it so laggy? Oh, because it's animating. Oh my god. Make it. Oh no. Oh god. Okay. I need to, yeah, I think I should redo this. I can do better than this. I can do better. Don't save. I can do better. I say as I don't know how I would even possibly conceive of how I could do better. Oh my god. Um, okay, let's I saw something really interesting about history that I wanted to.
well, or more precise.
And with proportional, there's something
Ultimate.
And believe it or not, this data actually shows us the exact
Oh, this
motion
is how to animate anything. Okay.
that this object is going to take. So the horizontal axis, or the y-axis, shows us the time
Um. Um. Um.
passed, or the frame of the animation. This is where you can literally scrub through every single frame of the animation. It's time. And the vertical axis, or the y-axis, shows us the value of the attribute we're looking for. The curve is now showing us the x position of this cube. We can see that it starts at frame 1 at value 0, and it gradually rises to frame 40 where the value is 25. But it doesn't do that in a straight line. There's a so-called ease at both.
Oh, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. Okay. How UV unwrapping Blender poly.
Hello there, and welcome to
I love this
another
creator.
tutorial about making a 3D stylized character in Blender. In this video, we're going to be looking at how to unwrap your UVs, paint your textures, and map your facial textures, along with some other little bonuses at the end. This is the final part to my 3-parter series of tutorials.
Oh my god, why is Blender
welcome
not
back.
being able to... Is it because I'm live streaming? Oh my god, Blender, no! Blender, no!
If you watched the last two, and if you haven't, feel free to catch up on the modeling and rigging parts via the links in the description of a 3D model onto a 2D plane. It's a bit of a tedious process and probably my least favorite, but there's a couple of tips and tricks I learned that maybe can help you out too. I create a separate texture for body and face, and I use a facial texture to animate the expressions. Switch to the UV editing panel and create a new image. I don't
Okay. UV editing panel. Sorry, I'm just freaking out because I'm thinking about like actually like expressing myself and like putting my work out in the world and my art on display for people to view as I am doing right now by live streaming. Everyone can see what I'm doing. Everyone, literally, if they chose to, everyone can see what I'm doing. And of course, not people. People don't check my live stream that often. Or well, what am I trying to say? Okay.
touch the I create a separate texture for body and face, and I use a facial image. I don't touch the dimensions as they're perfect for most models of the size. Name this texture and turn the alpha all the way down. This is going to be our main body texture. You can choose different types of how your UV map looks. animate the I usually go with color grid. You can choose if this is going to be our main body texture. You can choose different types of how your UV map looks. I usually go with color grid here as it's the easiest for me to work with, and I will show you how these different types of UV maps can be helpful in a bit. So in the viewport shading for this process, I like to use flat texture shading as it makes the texture super.
I didn't add a. Wait, what did I do? What? Bro! Hi, Randy. Konbawa minasan. Ware wa ga utsukushi. Yes, I'm very beautiful. Just to make sure it's not supposed to be my domain, we wear cough cough. Azriel as I have spawned. I think Azriel left, so she's not around anymore. But hi, welcome to the stream. Today is so good because today I made art, and that's all that matters. Oh wait, where's my timeline? Okay, I've got to get rid of the animation. Holy schmoly. Goodbye. Is this good enough for... I feel like I should edit this a little bit, so let's go into modeling. Turn this into editing mode. Oh, I applied the fucking green! The mirror modifier. Okay, let's go into layout. Let's go into animation. Let's turn this off. Okay. Okay, we can... So let's actually observe the blahage. Where is it? We notice that the fins are not as big and do not attach very much towards the bottom. So I'm going to have to fix them. And we notice, okay, we got the little thing right there. I'm pleased that today is good. Look at us, having days that aren't gender fluid. Gender fluid implying days that can't really be classified as anything comprehensible. That makes so much sense. Thank you for clarifying. How do I do this? Okay, so I think we do a loop cut here. Oh shit. Oh shit. Soon I'll get to know. Soon I'll get to know everybody. Oh, the shark's name is Blahaj. That's the brand. It's from IKEA, and I think it's like Swedish. I think. Because it's from. Is it from Sweden? Soon I will become every color on this rotating globe. Hmm. Um. I want to see if I can separate. Oh no. No. Ah! And then I'll go back to being nothing again. There's too much relying on the how do the fins look? The fins are like more um dun 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 dun. I can't. That's me thinking about like what I want to do with this project that I'm currently starting. I have so many unfinished projects. It's not even funny. Oh shit! So many. What the, hang on. I'm checking my Discord notifications. Ah. Okay. How can we? Does this act? Wait. Does this look adequate? It looks a little too big. Is my complaint. Oh, that looks so much better actually. So I can finally do something about domestic violence. I'm not sure if the aquatic lines apply on land, but it will. It will find a lawyer. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's you know what? I support its want to find a lawyer. Lawyer. There we go. Does that look right? Um, I feel like I can make it softer. I don't know. I something about this arm does not look right to me. It's like, okay, let's check it in different. Oh, that's probably why. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's the way it connects to the bottom. Um, dude, I'm actually really hungry right now. Oh my goodness, I'm really hungry. Oh, why am I suddenly so hungry? Oh my god. Oh my god. Manny, I think I found your message charming. I'm sorry I didn't respond to it properly. That is said like lawyer, and then I corrected myself over and over again like lawyer. Okay. What if like I delete the arm and like and then we connect the face. There we go. And then we can reassess how now it's just a fucking business fucking shark. Oh my god. So notice how the Blahaj has its arms connected at its side, not the bottom. So I think me wants oh that, do it right. Or maybe it's because the voices are on. I have no second tertiary perception of anyone in the mouth. It's okay. I think I've been more chill too, because I've been relying on the dice. The dice. They save me. They save me from my artistic ineptitude. They compel me to make art when I don't want to. And I've been using behavioral activation to be more cool and poggies. 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 Okay. Ow. Okay. Um. So why does this get rid of the whole thing? Oh, that's why. Okay. So then we need to. How do I make a line between new face? There we go. And then 3. Oh, the hacky heck. The hacking heck. Why is it not? Hmm. Okay, we can just. Dumb assumption, but maybe try attaching forms to the side and shaping them. Non-Blender user tier suggestion. I want it to be all one body. I could just make another shape and then attach it, but then it wouldn't, I would have to like merge in there, and that's like cringe. I want it to all be connected. Uh, it's hard to explain. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And then yay, I did it. And then we can move these two right here. Then extrude this face out a little more. Yeah, oh, that is so much better. That is so much better. Isn't that so much better? Yes. Oh wait, what's going on over here? Um, mirror. Oh, there's no clipping. Duh, that's your mistake. Vertices. Oh, wait, who? Yeah, that's better. Okay, even if it's a little improper. Okay, so our blahage. How are the bones though? The bones, the armature. Where is it? Okay. Uh, so where? Oh, how do I enable the... Wait, what? How do I... Okay, I gotta look this up. A non-segmented shark is born. I know! It's born! I brought life into this world. Um... How do I... Okay, enable arbitrary. Um... Alt H. What? Where? Okay, I don't understand where my armature is because I need. Oh wait, did I? Oh no, I didn't delete. Okay, I might as well just make the new. Um, I'm having a little bit of trouble troubleshooting why the armature is not displaying, so I might just add a new one. Yeah. Oh, my bad. No, can't delete the. Excuse me. What if I click gas? My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Why? Okay, I just have these random bones that aren't doing anything, I guess. So let's just okay, there is this rigging fish.
Time. And the
fish. And it's gonna show me random fish videos that I watched, the low poly fish one. Low poly. I really have to look for it. Oh my god. Low poly fish. Yes, there we go. Okay. I've done this before. Are sharks like top of the fish kingdom? Are you into tipsy tops? Sharks? I mean, are they? I think like I don't know, maybe like it's like I don't I wish I knew more about aquatic ecosystems because then I would be able to answer your question, but I don't. I would just assume so, but um are you into tipsy tops? Tipsy tops? Is that a wordplay on like drunk something? Or I don't know. Maybe or no, I can't just assume. I have to practice kindness and humility and and never assume that people have a double meaning to their words. Never. Slash shin.
Fish. Okay, and now that we have our fish, as promised, I would like to do some bone setup with it. To do that, we are headed to Edit, Object Mode. I'm going to click off or select none. And
Sorry.
we got a fish.
Texture. You can
What we want to add is I'm going to click Add and Armature. And suddenly we have a bone right up here. Can't really see it, so I'm going to click over here and viewport in front. There we are. Okay. So first I'm going to resize this. So let's go ahead and grab this guy and shrink it down to
Dude, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my god. Everything is a wordplay with me. Okay?
and we got a fish. What we want to add is I'm going to click Add and Armature. And suddenly we have a bone right up here. Can't really see it, so I'm going to click over here and viewport in front. There we are. Okay. So first I'm going to resize this. So let's go ahead and grab this guy and shrink it down to, sure, I'm going to do 0.6, 0.6, 0.6 for scale. Okay, and so over here, there we are. Okay. And then now what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and rotate it.
Rotate it?
We want it to be actually something like this. And let's move it back. Okay. So what I want from this now is I'm going to go into, and now I want to do armature, extrude. And if you pull, ta-da, you'll get another one. So we're going to want to resize this one a bit. Maybe something like this. Okay. And then we're going to do the other fin. And these might not be exact, and that is fine. We are just learning how to work with these. Armature, extrude. And right now we're not in the body entirely, which is not a huge deal. We're just going to resize.
Man,
These
I'm
things
kind of
are-
having fun. I don't know. It's like things are just like okay right now.
Somewhat, these bones are somewhat forgiving to work with, which is nice. So that one's better. And this one. Awesome. Okay. And now here. Oops. Edit mode's good. Hatchet, extrude. Now we're headed this way. And we're going to do some larger bones. And notice that I'm falling off on Y here. I can tell.
Trying to code crash out. Sorry, there was a mistake there that I had to fix. Hello, Flux Demon. If this keeps up, I'm going to complain to the Y/no CEO so that he can pay for my health insurance and occasional food requirements. Wow. I would love for my health insurance to be paid with. Okay.
Okay. So all we have to do is to get this in line, we're going to want that at 0. And that's fine. Oh, let's just see where we edit undo.
This is difficult.
Let's just
Rah!
see. Ah. And it's really easy to do that. We do need to be paying attention. Okay. And now extrude. You can always click on X or Y to lock these on a certain axis if you want to make sure you're not doing that. And I guess I'll continue to do that just to make sure. And I'll do one more to the nose. Evening these guys up some. Perfect. All right. And then let's have one going out to this fin. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to click armature and extrude again. Just pull it straight up. And we could even do a little one if we want. And let's make sure we are all contained. That's looking great.
Oh, I realized I made a mistake.
Awesome.
You see what I mean? I do not like sorry, got a little excited in a negative sense. I should write this down on a spreadsheet. How do I mirror again?
Great. So
On
we
like
have
the
all that
opposite
ready
side.
to go. So now what we're going to do is start modeling it. So I'm going to go from edit mode to pose mode. And let's go back to, whoop, I'm going to change this visibility. In front. Okay, just so we can see. And so here's how our fish starts off, right? And then maybe we want to, let's see, we're going to make our fish start swimming. So I'm going to, and let's do, we want location and rotation. So I'm going to inset that at 1. Okay. And then at 24, which is the default frame rate, I'm going to go ahead and rotate our fish.
Rotate our fish.
I forgot to force it to animate. I need to go to object mode, and I'm selecting the full object first, and then I'm going to hit shift and grab the bone second, and we want to parent, so object parent, and with automatic weights. Great. Let's try this again. Ta-da! And here we have our fish swimming. Okay.
Oh my god,
so now
I did
want
it.
to-
I did it. The fish can swim. Oh, Merito! The shark moves again because I redid the armature and it's probably better, presumably. I don't actually know. Now what? Oh yes, the UV unwrapping.
Choose different types of how your UV map looks. I usually go with color grid here as it's the easiest for me to work with, and I will show you how these different types of UV maps can be helpful in a bit. So in the viewport shading for this process, I like to use flat texture shading as it makes the texture super clear and nicely visible. Before we start unwrapping, we want to set up our material so we can see this texture.
The thought of posting my project online for other people to see, as I'm currently doing right now, for people to see online, on the internet, nowhere else. Got another machine. Or bewilderness. Yeah.
Texture on the model. Create a new material, name it appropriately, in my case it's model underscore texture and switch the base color here to an image texture. You can
Image texture. What? Oh, base color. Okay, I should really organize
then select this image we just created. Select all the remaining objects image texture. You can then select this image we just created.
Okay. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, the UV unwrapping.
Select all the remaining objects with the textured object being the last. Ctrl L and link materials. This will quickly make all the objects the same material we just made. It looks super awkward right now because we haven't actually unwrapped or put any seams onto anything yet. Now let's go to
He
edit
looks so
mode,
bad.
and before we start,
He does. He does.
let's activate Live Unwrap, which you can find in this transform menu under Tool UVs. This will
Cool. What was it?
make Live Unwrapped. Now let's go to edit mode, and before we
edit mode.
start, let's activate Live Unwrap, which you can find in this transform menu under Tool UVs. This will make it so every single time we make an edit to our UVs, it would automatically show on this left screen here. Now we can finally begin to apply some seams. Press the / on your keyboard. This will solve the object and start applying the seams. There's some basic rules of thumb on how and where to apply seams, but this genuinely just comes with practice. If you want to get better at unwrapping, practice on some basic shapes first, like a cylinder, a cube, and etc. Since all of our model is made from these simple shapes, it can help us understand how to unwrap these more complex, modified
What is it? Uh, uh, shear? Oh my goodness. No.
and where to start seams, but this genuinely on this unwrap. But right now, because we haven't actually unwrapped or put any seams this show it's like there's some basic rules of thumb on how and where to applying the seams. There's some basic rules of thumb on how
Did I do something wrong?
expressions. They're perfect for most models of the size. Name this texture and turn the alpha all the way down. This is going to be our main body texture. Looks. I usually go with color grid here as it's the easiest for me to work with, and I will show you how these different types of UV maps can be helpful in a bit. So in viewport shading for this process, I like to use flat texture shading as it makes the texture super clear and nicely visible. Before we start unwrapping, we want to set up our material so we can see this texture on the model. Create a new material, name it appropriately, in my case it's model underscore texture, and switch the base color here to an image texture. You can then select this image we just created. Select all the remaining objects with the textured object being the last, Ctrl L and link materials. This will quickly make all the objects the same material we just made. It looks super awkward right now because we haven't actually unwrapped or put any seams onto anything yet. Now let's go to edit mode, note. And before we start, let's activate Live Unwrap, which you can find in this transform menu under Tool UVs. This will
Yes, I did that.
make it so every single time we make an edit to our UVs, it would automatically show on this left screen here. Now we can finally begin to apply some seams. Press the / on your keyboard, this will solid the object, and start applying the seams. There's some basic rules of thumb on how and where to apply seams, but
Am I blind? I think I. Hang on. What is it? Make seam option not appearing. Oh. Yippee! 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 There we go. That's all I need to do, right? Because, like, why would I need to overcomplicate things by, like...
this genuinely just comes with practice. If you want to get better at unwrapping, practice on some basic shapes first, like a cylinder, a cube, and etc. Since all of our model is made from these simple shapes, it can help us understand how to unwrap these more complex, modified versions of cubes and cylinders. First tip here is if you want to make it a bit more visible, you can go all the way over here to guides and turn on UV stretch. Not only it shows you where your UV islands are stretching a bit too much, it also makes it easier to see. Now that we unwrap the head, you can see that the color grid is looking way nicer projected onto the model. Since we have a mirror modifier enabled, we're currently only getting one side of the model when unwrapping it. This is because it's fully symmetrical, so Blender will automatically flip the texture onto the other side. Very useful. So the face I don't really need right now, as I'm going to be working with the face separately on an individual texture, so I set it aside and press P to pin it, or lock it into that position. Now, no matter what edits I do with the rest of the map, what I pinned won't budge, which is super useful. Now, another thing with the stretching enabled, it can actually help you see where the texture will stretch too much. If you look on the horns on this side, the color grid is a bit
Sorry,
it can help. You can go all the way over here to guides and turn on UV stretch. Not only
what?
you can go all the way over here to guides and turn on
Oh, hi. Sorry, I did not see your message because I was so focused on, welcome back. And hi, Monotone. I'm glad that you're drawing. I'm trying to troubleshoot the 3D model right now.
make it a bit more visible.
I have to full screen. I'm sorry that there's no credit.
First tip here is if you want to make it a bit more visible, you can go all the way over here to guides and turn on UV.
What the fuck is that option? UV. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Stretch. No.
Okay, now I can cut it again. Where is it stretched out too much? E4. I can never get this correct. Okay, so like right here. So if I click mark C, is that better? No. What is stopping me from just selecting all and mark seaming and then there, everything is literally fine, right? Is that not just an option for me to do? Even if it, well, it makes it harder to draw. Oh no. That's correct, isn't it? G3. It's 11:15. I haven't eaten breakfast. I might I might so focused on oh my god, I'm so focused I didn't even realize the meta commentary that I was being so focused. How long have I been shooting for? Almost 3 hours. That's amazing. That's actually so cool. I'm glad I chose to stream today. Because I don't have the articulation skills to enunciate what I mean.
Only it shows you where your UV islands are stretching a bit too much. It also makes it easier to see. Now that we unwrap the head, you can see that the color grid is looking way nicer projected onto the model. Since we have a mirror modifier enabled, we're currently only getting one side of the model when unwrapping it. This is because it's fully symmetrical, so Blender will automatically flip the texture onto the other side. Very useful. So the face I don't really need right now, as I'm going to be working with the face separately on an individual texture, so I set it aside and press P to pin it, or lock it into that position. Now,
I think I have to start drawing.
no matter what edits I do with the rest of the map, if all squares on the model appear the same size, you're good to go. If some appear way too big, the texture will appear scaled and blurred. And if they're too small, the texture will appear way too high res compared to the rest of the model. If you're using pixel art for this texture specifically, the pixels will appear completely different sizes. So, super important step before you proceed, now that we've finished with unwrapping, switch the type to blank. In UV
Oh.
menu, choose Export UV Layout. If you
Where is it? Export UV layout. 3 hours is I don't have the articulation skills either. I've had to commit to so many genocides. What? Can't go go outside, buddy. It's sad to commit since it's winter. That is a tragic experience. For the murderer, of course. Yes.
you don't switch it to blank and then go onto the texture paint panel, the color grid will be automatically embedded onto the texture.
That's what Manny said.
Texturing the model is probably the most
I'm
fun
just
part of the
quoting.
process, at least it is for me, as it's really the time when the model starts coming to life. I do my textures in Photoshop, but it really doesn't matter what program you use for this. If you're into pixel art, for example, I recommend something like Sprite, and if you're doing very basic fill color textures, you're probably fine with even just sticking to Blender's built-in texture painting, but I my turnaround with an eyedrop tool because we're starting out of detail at the moment. The model looks duller than your texture colors in
This is so interesting. So I don't know how to do this next step properly. I'm going to wait. How did I? Oh, there we go. Bahaj. I have a rather unconventional choice of words. True. Truth nuke. Okay.
really tough. For example, you just have tedious and restricting to use, to be honest. Now, I think most, if not every software like this will allow you to set a grid for your canvas. In Photoshop, for example, you just have to go to your preferences and set up a grid line for every 128 pixels with just
Okay. Let's. Dude, I don't want to do this. Ah, the light. But the blahage needs to be painted. It needs to be painted. The blahage needs to be painted. You find anatomy hard to understand when it comes to stiffness. Well, that's what gesture is for. You don't have to draw every single detail that you see in the order that you sketch the head from below. You can just draw a line to articulate the sort of figure and the movement, the gesture. And it takes so much practice, but I would recommend looking up what I mean by that if you are interested in getting better when it comes to stiffness. I had to learn that in art school. It was very tedious, but I got better. Okay. Blender. Goodbye. Goodbye. Blender. I don't get what I have to do now. Sorry, let me move the chats up. Normally I add silhouette like adding flowing hair or adding some sort of movement to the design, if that makes sense. Yeah, movement. That's what you have to capture. Okay. Edit. How do I do ruler? You tell me I need gesture. I tell you I don't need it. Don't need to gesture to perform. I decide when to perform good. Okay. Yes, movement and affection. Welcome back, Ham Palace. Sorry, there's like 4 people now. I know. I need to choose what to respond to. Because there's one message that I hadn't completely read out loud. I do want to work on movement and affection. I just haven't rolled the right script yet. But when I do, I will work on the script again because I want to honor what I said about keeping, yeah. And Manny, to perform drawings, gesture is a very important part, I would say. Sorry, I'm like losing. Rah! Rah! Did I do enough Blender today? Maybe I
Just
did.
one subdivision. Now I start by going back to my turnaround with an eye drop.
How? I have to look up. I don't know how to do this. Choose me, love me. I choose. Wait, what's the phrase in Pokemon where it's like, because you always say like, oh, I like collecting Pokemons as a expression. What's the phrase that's like, I choose you or something? I don't know. Ham Palace. Yeah. Um, Manny, okay. So like in Pokemon, there's this phrase. It's like Pikachu, I choose you, and you like you. That's the saying. Other than like gotta catch 'em all, of course. Um, I feel really embarrassed for some reason. It's like it's just I'm talking about something I don't know a lot about, and it's like I already know so little about. Okay, I'm not doing anything actually. I'm uh
Tool because we're starting the texture with just filling out the base flat colors. To make it easier, go to View menu and allow snapping to the grid.
okay. I feel like I have to do a better job at um no, it's okay. I just I felt such I felt such like I don't want to say despair because I feel like that's over exaggerating the amount of distress I feel, but like it's generally it's like I do not like working on that project. So like I understand why you would feel that way, and that's totally valid. I just like I literally haven't been able to work on it recently. But when I roll the dice, I will. For me, you could go love of my life. I because I'm your shoulder. Okay, interesting, interesting proposal. Love of my life, I choose you. God, I hate doing that voice. I'm drawing a character's surprised and flattered reaction from getting a kiss. Oh, interesting. I wish for your success in expressing yourself in that way. But dude, I cannot believe this is the state of things. Back to Blender. How can I oh, bring this back? I don't okay, so like if I look at what the systems are, I can see that like for the horizontal line it's like numerical. And for the vertical line it's alphabetical. And so the higher the number, the higher the number, the more right it is. The higher the letter, the more top it is. You will feel, if you summon me with all your heart, you will feel slight. Okay, you're silly. Colon D. Um, so what if I like mark I really don't understand how UV unwrapping works, and it shows.
Unwrapping a part of the model, I pin it and set it aside. The hair I always unwrap in the same way. I select the middle seam that goes all around with Alt left click and just mark that.
Okay. What if I just do the middle seam as it is? Seam. This doesn't change anything. Does it? Barely. Yeah, no, what? Ah! Um, oh, everyone here? Draw yourself with butterfly wings, maybe. I feel a little bit drawed out, or that's an actual verb that I feel like I already drew a lot today with the landscape, so I might not do that, but I appreciate the suggestion nonetheless. Okay. I say yes, blank. Um, okay, I think that's enough Blender. I will stop that for now. Okay. Should I roll the dice one more time? 4 times in a day? 3-hour stream? I feel like I did a good job today. I might not force myself to do that, but it could be appealing. What if I get like, what if I get practice piano? Oh my god. I don't know. Um, I might, cause I'm actually really hungry, as I mentioned. So I might, for more binary decisions. That's so true. Well, maybe I can do like a shorter dice that only has like 4 sides and it's like, or maybe just even or odd. I do have quarters just lying around because I use quarters to like unscrew the camera lens and stuff like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go get food, everyone. I appreciate everyone joining and participating. I will try to stream more because it does make me happy. And I want to see myself improve as an artist because that really matters to me. And I've been really neglecting like working on my art projects, especially focus so they don't kill you. But you know, what you said, Ham Palace, really kind of struck with me because like I do want to complete it, and I hate how long it's taking. So I might work on it some more. Yeah. But thank you. Bye.